Can we wait? I help builders break through invisible confidence walls so that they can create consistent momentum in their life in just 4 weeks. That's the program I'm starting up. All right. Because see, you're not just correcting mistakes, you're confronting generations of programming. I've done the deep work, and now I'm ready to walk you through the breakthrough your life has been waiting for. Okay, let's make it happen together. I've done the work, but I'm no guru. I get up every day to become better than I was yesterday. I get up every day and continue doing the work. Okay. Because if you stop doing the work, you go right back to where you came from. That's how it works. Hi, my name is Renetta Cheston. I am the owner and founder of Life Success Results LLC. Soul igniter, trauma overcomer, holistic spiritual strategist. I work with the whole being for my level of training and education, mind, spirit, soul, and body. Massage therapy for the body, Reiki and sound healing for the soul and the spirit and the mind. Holistic practitioner for the body and the mind. Pulling out all impurities from the rooter to the tutor. Human design practitioner. We go back to the very beginning. We look at that generational baggage and trauma. We look at that womb care and nourishment, that intuition that reconnects you to your dragon energy, that anointing, that burden removing, yoke destroying power of God that allows you to demolish that old life so you can step into your new one. Because see, that's what happens when you let God get involved with what's going on with your life. You step out of the old and you step into the new and you become a brand new person. And people say, oh, you changed. Oh, I have. Thank you for noticing. It's that untamed energy that changes your life forever by healing that mother wound. You know, not listening to your intuition and your inner voice, not saying no and meaning it, setting up boundaries. Oh, I'm going to show you that mindset towards everyone, and everybody's not against you. That father wound where you allow the anger to come up because it's sacred and you deal with it through exercise, screaming in the pillow, boxing gloves. That's what I do. I get my boxing gloves and punch the air. You do kickboxing, I kickbox too, rock climbing, surfing, whatever you do, while understanding you have a right to feel safe right now. That's what boundaries are for. You didn't feel safe as a child, but guess what? You're grown up now. You get a right to say no more. And if people don't like it, they're not meant to be in your circle. Because the only people that don't like boundaries are the people that was loving the fact that you had none. Okay. So the question is, who are you really fighting behind those reactions and actions? Who are you really blaming for what happened to you? Are we taking responsibility? When I'm saying that, we didn't do the childhood wounding. But once we pass the age of 21, it is our responsibility to start the healing. We go into the darkness to reclaim everything that belongs to you by standing in the now to recover every piece of you left behind. See, when women and men heal, we heal 7 generations before and after. See, the womb is a portal to life, and all of us have one. See, we have 3 brains. We have a brain in our skull, we have a brain in our heart, we have a brain in our belly. Okay, don't think so. Look at the brain in your skull, and look at the small and large intestines. Same tissue. Okay, just saying, just longer. All right. So what happens is in the belly is called the flower. Is it yeah. Yeah, the flower of life. There it is, the flower of life in your belly. I don't know what just happened, but it came back. Okay, it's your flower of life, which is the heart of all creation. And then also in the Bible, it says in Jude, right before Revelation, it says, out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. In Isaiah 43:19, it says, I will make a river in the desert, and your dry places I will make wet again. And then we see how God took care of Elijah at a certain brook. But then when the brook dried up, God took Elijah to the widow's house and took care of the widow and her son and Elijah. She said, only thing I got is this meal, and I'm going to make a cake for me and my son, and we finna leave up out of here, and that's it. And Elijah said, before you do that, make a cake, and whatever you're going to do for me, just take a little bit of that and make some for me. And I promise you, whatever you have is going to overflow. She took care of the prophet, and see, that's First Chronicles 20:20. It said, if you believe the prophet, so shall you prosper. If you be, and if you believe the prophet, so shall you live long and prosper. Okay, go look it up. First Chronicles 20:20. Go look it up for yourself. All right. God is good. All right. So what happens is when we respect in him it, because see, God is telling us that life comes from the belly. It comes from the belly. So you get the brain and heart coherent, working together, cohesion. And then the mind works together. And what you say out of your mouth affects the belly. Okay. Because Jesus said it's not what goes in you that affects you, it's what comes out of you. How should fuss to get on the bus? So when we respect and heal it, everything that comes from that womb is whole to lead future generations of leaders with intuition, empathy, strength, and wisdom. That is in the lines of King Solomon. King Solomon was the wisest and the richest man on earth for a long time. And they said neither would they would be anyone like him ever again. Why? Because in that dispensation of time was the law of Moses. We're under the dispensation of love and grace, meaning we can put a boundary up for someone, sin, cleansing and purifying energy, or say, I sin nothing but love to you as you go forward. And grace, God's willingness to get involved with you and the fans. That means God will reach down and get you up out of your situation because you gave him free reign. Okay, let's talk about it. Because look, even the secret societies use him in the rituals. You ever heard of Solomon's porch? Solomon's temple? Look it up and see who uses it. Okay. They don't want you to use it because they know the power that's connected to that. Because once you tap into your infinite creation in your belly, because all creation comes from the belly, so it's infinite. So when you cut off that mess and you cut off that negativity and you cut it out your life, you're gonna mess around and run smack dab into infinite wealth. Okay. Even the secret scientists use them in their rituals to get through this process. I'm just telling you, you will need to believe in something outside of you because they are parallel universes. They got stuff that'll blow your mind. I promise you, have your mind finna snap. Don't believe me? There's some people sitting up in some rooms right now that's padded that will tell you what they saw and you will laugh at them. And I'm gonna tell you, I saw the same thing, but I told myself it's real. They told themselves it's not. Cause see, I was told when I got on this journey, my angels and my ancestors said, you finna see some stuff that they told you weren't real. Everything that you see is gonna be real. So just know that. Okay. Just let me tell you something. You're gonna need to believe in something outside of you to keep you going. Someone bigger than you. That's why I say God, Buddha, whatever. When we heal, we change atmospheres and areas of the world. When people see a healed woman or man, they want to emulate that, and it becomes a row of dominoes or a domino effect. How it works: before we meet, you'll complete a short reflection to allow me to personalize the program to what your personal needs are. Okay? And we will meet on a focused 45-minute call on a Zoom call. Why? Because this is your personal business. This ain't no. This is nobody else's business. Okay. Then too, you may need a paradigm shift. If you like me that grew up in the church, you're gonna need a paradigm shift because you only know this. You you you're gonna need a paradigm shift to open up your mind and see that there's more going on than what you can see. Okay. Then if you are of African descent, you're gonna need a paradigm shift. Why? Because the only thing you know is colonization. You know that you gotta open up your mind and see more than just that. Or you're gonna start missing stuff and you gonna start holding yourself back. And God is so much bigger than that. God is whoo, he is amazing and humongous. And we try to put him in a little box in our little human world, and I can't even explain his vastness. He created the universe and everything in it, and us. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, and then if you the first one in your family to do anything, you're gonna need a paradigm shift because everybody telling you how to do it. But because you the first one to do it, if everybody know how to do it, why ain't nobody in the family do it? You the first one to do it because you the breaker. They had the opportunity to be the breaker, but they complained about where they were at in life instead of doing it. I'm not judging nobody because I've been there too. I'm not judging you. I've been there. I'm just saying, when you the breaker, everybody trying to tell you what to do, and you got to close your internet and change your whole paradigm of way of thinking to think the way God does, because God's way is vast. So you got to get in vast. You got to get in the vastness. Okay. Then, if you are Caucasian, your ancestors did some amazing damage on this earth. They only came into this world 6,000 years ago. Yes, child. Y'all only came in 6,000 years ago. Because it was your mutation of the African race. It's a mutation. It was a lack of RNA in the DNA. And that is why your skin is pale. And you're not white, you're peach. White wasn't come up until later on in life. If you go look at everything that was going on in the UK and England and all that stuff, they never called themselves white. White is a word that came up over here in the United States. But it was all built by criminals. Don't believe me? Go look at all the people that UK sent away and England sent back in 16, 14, and 13 century. And look at what they did. They sent all the criminals to the Americas. Don't believe me? Go do your history. All right. All right. So you just know your history. All right. And that means your ancestors, just think about it, your grandma and your granddaddy, they saw a child hanging on a tree. They saw a man, a grown man, burning at a stake. You don't think that changed that 5 or 6 year old's life? They were no longer a child. They went into adulthood. They were supposed to be protected and not seeing that. You see what I'm saying? And it affects you. The drug use, the alcoholism, that goes for all of us. There was so much that has been passed down through the DNA. I'm just saying, it's something for us to look at. We say it doesn't, and then the scientists say it is junk DNA, but when you start cutting that stuff on, you start realizing so much is in the DNA. And there's something going on with my throat because that throat chakra is opening up because I'm telling the truth. Okay. We got room for you. Okay. Ain't no judgment here because we all working on ourselves. At the end, you will know how to identify exactly where you stop on what makes you excited and why. It's usually something this small, but you've been starting and stopping, starting and stopping, starting and stopping, starting and stopping. And now it's time to learn. You get the opportunity to stay committed when life is tough. I'm gonna tell you, everything is coming at you in the kitchen sink. What? Because the system, your old self, God, everything is coming at you to see, because you at a plateau. Some of us is at plateau. Let's talk about it. They are people that are doing the work and now they at a plateau because you quit doing the work. Because you started, you keep going and you stop and you keep going and you stop and you keep going and you stop. You're at a plateau, and some haven't even started yet. And again, there's no judgment. I've been in both of those. Okay, there's no judgment. I don't judge nobody because I've been what I'm talking about. From seeing who you really are and meant to do and be. Because we do so much, but we're meant to be who God called us to be. Reignite your imagination and give yourself permission to live how you see it. Not how nobody else see it. Because this dream came from God. Excuse me, confirmation verb, the creator, not the world around you. So why you looking for validation? They can't give it to you because they don't know what they doing. All under an hour. It is called the Beta Bigger Than Me Visionary Breakthrough Accelerator for 4 weeks, completely free. If you've ever wondered, why does this keep happening? Why can't I stay consistent? Why does something always keep pulling me back from where I just left? I only have a few slots each month, okay? And I look forward to speaking to you soon. Think about it. Hit the like button, hit subscribe because it'll help my channel, as well as hit share and hit the bell so you know whenever I put out something new. Your chance to step into sovereignty is here. Once a month, I went back to the old. There it is. All it takes, you tried it. All it takes is three things. Visit the web page, hit connect here. Number two. Number three, fill out that short form and boom, you're in the drawing. You you're already in it. Once you do that private session, we gonna meet. Why we gonna meet? To get on the journey back to you, let me tell you why we gonna meet. We need to see if you are teachable. Because some of the people that fill out the form may not be teachable. Because sometimes we think we know everything. And you don't know everything until you get on the other side of that. And this is to bring you back into a journey back to you. Because see, let me tell you, I was brought up by baby boomers and they say don't question adults, don't question leaders, don't question them. But see, questions bring clarity instead of just blindly believing everyone instead of trusting the voice of God I hear all the time in my own intuition. We all got intuition. It's just we have not have been listening to it. What do you need to question? What part of your life are you playing? You are the leader of your own life. Are you the main character or the supporting character? You choose daily by what you do. I'm not judging you because for a long time, child, I was getting that supporting role and I was getting upset, but I wasn't changing my mindset. See, and doing the work. You've been asking for change. You've been feeling the pull. Now's your moment to show up for yourself. The only thing that you have to lose, and see, the thing is, you show up for everybody else, right? I'm gonna talk about how I was. Showed up for everybody except myself, and then got resentful how everybody else just left with my goods. And God said they left with your goods because you was giving everybody else the high dollar ticket item, and you gave yourself breadcrumbs. I said, ugh, ugh, okay, put it in my face, God. The only thing you have to lose is the weight that's been holding you back. The only thing you have to gain is everything that's been waiting for you on the other side of who you said you wanted to be. Okay. It's just that simple. The rest, I'll walk you through every step of the way. Woo! Again,